The story kicks off in the heart of a massive space battle. Alien ships from several powerful species, Sarxi, Vronax, and Zevran, are scattered, their once mighty fleets being torn apart. They are fighting against the Unmakers, a terrifying race of machines built for one purpose: to destroy all life. Explosions light up the dark void as alien warships are blasted to pieces. The camera zooms in on the alien command ship, where panic has taken over. The commanders, with their strange alien features, are shouting orders, but it's no use. Their strategies are failing, their forces crumbling under the relentless assault of the Unmakers. In this chaotic moment, you can feel the hopelessness in the air. The alien coalition, once proud and strong, is now on the verge of total collapse. Their shields are failing, and the Unmakers keep coming, like an unstoppable wave. The alien commanders know they are out of options. They are facing certain death and the destruction of their worlds. Just when it seems all is lost, something unexpected happens. Long-range sensors on the alien ships pick up a strange signal. It's a fleet, but not one they recognize. The signal is coming from a part of space where nothing should be. The alien commanders rush to see what's happening. Suddenly, a massive fleet emerges from the shadows, as if appearing out of thin air. These ships are huge, sleek, and terrifying, moving in perfect formation. They have been hidden behind cloaking technology, completely invisible until now. It's humanity's fleet. The aliens, who had dismissed humans as weak and primitive, are shocked. They had no idea humans possessed such advanced technology. Humanity had stayed neutral in the galaxy's wars, keeping to itself, and the aliens assumed they were too far behind to matter. But now, they're seeing something far different, an armada that could rival any fleet in the galaxy. Panic spreads through the alien ranks. No one knows if these humans are here to help, or if they've come to finish off the survivors. Are they friend or foe? The camera cuts to the bridge of the human flagship, where Commander Vega stands, looking out at the chaos in the distance. His face is set in a hard expression, his eyes focused on the battle. He's been preparing for this moment for years, waiting for the right time to strike. Behind him, screens show detailed maps of the battlefield, with human AI running endless simulations of possible outcomes. The human fleet is massive and incredibly advanced, but they hold their position, silent and still. The alien commanders, already terrified of the Unmakers, are now frozen in fear of this new threat. They shout orders across their ships, demanding answers. Should they attack the humans first? Should they try to contact them? But before any decision is made, the human fleet springs into action. To the aliens' surprise, the humans don't attack them. Instead, they target the Unmakers with terrifying precision. Human ships unleash a devastating barrage of missiles and laser fire, each strike hitting critical points on the Unmaker warships. The humans fight with a cold, calculated efficiency, their tactics flawless. It's clear that they have spent years studying their enemy, and now they're ready to execute their plan. The Unmakers, previously unstoppable, start to fall apart under the human assault. Alien commanders watch in awe as their biggest threat is suddenly being torn apart by a species they had dismissed as insignificant. Human ships use advanced cloaking devices to strike from multiple angles, appearing and disappearing in the blink of an eye. Eye-controlled drones swarm the Unmakers, targeting their weak points with surgical precision. The camera shifts back to the alien command ship, where the once panicked commanders are now speechless. They can't believe what they're seeing. Humanity, the species they had once laughed at, is now saving them. But the question remains, why? What do the humans want in return? As the human fleet cuts through the Unmakers with ease, the aliens realize they are at the mercy of this new powerful force. Aliens' desperation. As the battle rages on, alien leaders across the galaxy are in a state of complete panic. The arrival of humanity's fleet has brought them a small glimmer of hope, but it's mixed with deep fear. The Unmakers, The cold and calculating machines are still wreaking havoc, destroying their warships without mercy. The aliens can barely hold the line, and they know they are running out of time. Their own technology, once thought invincible, is proving useless against the relentless Unmakers. The alien commanders desperately try to contact the human fleet, hoping to establish communication and form an alliance. They send out message after message, but they receive nothing in return. Silence. This unnerves the alien leaders even more. What are the humans planning? Why aren't they responding? In the heat of battle, some of the alien commanders begin to suspect the worst. Perhaps the humans aren't here to help at all. Maybe this is part of some larger plot. They've seen how powerful the human ships are. What if, once the Unmakers are dealt with, the humans turn on them next? The thought of betrayal weighs heavily on their minds. But they don't have time to dwell on it, as more of their ships are blown to pieces by the Unmakers. Meanwhile, Commander Vega, the leader of the human fleet, stands on the bridge of his massive flagship, calm and focused. He watches the battle unfold, giving orders to his fleet without hesitation. Vega is a man driven by a deep personal grudge. The Unmakers aren't just another enemy to him. They are the very machines responsible for the destruction of his home, his family, and his people. Years ago, in a series of secret attacks, the Unmakers wiped out several human colonies on the edges of the galaxy. Those colonies had sent out distress signals, but the rest of the galaxy, especially the alien empires, ignored their cries for help. For Vega, this battle isn't just about survival. It's personal. His mission is to destroy the Unmakers, not only for the safety of humanity but to avenge the loss of the people he loved. This backstory gives him a deep emotional drive, a fire that fuels his every decision. And he won't stop until the Unmakers are nothing but debris scattered across space. Humanity's edge. While the alien coalition struggles, humanity has an edge, one that no one expected. The human fleet wasn't just hidden for all these years by chance. They were preparing, perfecting their technology in secret, waiting for the right moment to strike. The rest of the galaxy had no idea how advanced humanity had become. They assumed the humans were weak and behind in technology, but that was far from the truth. Human scientists and engineers had spent decades developing some of the most sophisticated tech the galaxy had ever seen. Their ships are equipped with cloaking devices far superior to anything the aliens have. These cloaks allow them to move undetected, appearing and disappearing like shadows, confusing their enemies and making it impossible to predict their movements. But that's not all. Humanity also developed powerful tactical AIs, which can calculate the best strategies in real time, allowing the human fleet to outmaneuver even the most advanced enemies. These AIs are constantly analyzing the battlefield, finding weaknesses in the Unmakers' forces, and helping the human commanders exploit them with precision. Then there are the EMP weapons. These electromagnetic pulse bombs are specially designed to disable the Unmakers' systems. While traditional weapons struggle to penetrate the Unmakers' advanced defenses, these EMPs can shut them down completely, leaving them vulnerable. Humanity had learned that fighting the Unmakers required more than brute force. It required innovation, and they had plenty of it. The aliens are stunned by the display of human power. They never imagined that humanity could rise to this level. But this wasn't luck. It was years of planning and survival instinct. Humanity had spent decades preparing for the day they would have to defend themselves, and now that day had come. They had the technology, the tactics, and the willpower to not only survive but to dominate the battlefield. As Commander Vega watches the Unmakers fall, he knows that humanity now holds the upper hand. And no one, not even the aliens, can stop them. Advanced warfare. As the battle continues, the true might of humanity's fleet is revealed. Human star destroyers, massive and sleek, start to cloak and decloak in the middle of the fight. One moment they are invisible, hidden from all sensors, and the next, they reappear in the blink of an eye, launching devastating strikes against the Unmaker ships. The precision of their attacks is terrifying. Each human ship knows exactly where to hit, and every strike is planned to cause maximum damage. It's clear that humanity has been waiting for this moment for a long time. The Unmakers, despite their superior technology, begin to struggle. They had never faced opponents who could cloak so effectively or attack with such perfect coordination. Human aerodromes swarm the battlefield, each one programmed to support the human fleet. These drones aren't just fighters. They are strategists, executing flawless maneuvers with perfect timing. They dodge enemy fire, zip between the debris of destroyed ships, and assist the human fleet in taking down the Unmaker warships. Their movements are so fast and precise that the Unmakers can't react quickly enough to defend themselves. For years, the rest of the galaxy had dismissed humanity as outdated and technologically weak, but now the truth was on full display. Every tactical move, every shot fired, showed just how much humanity had evolved. They had been quietly watching, studying their enemies, and preparing for this very day. Now they were using every tool in their arsenal, showing the galaxy that they were no longer the underdogs. As the human fleet continues to press forward, it becomes clear that they are gaining the upper hand. The Unmakers, once seen as an unstoppable force, are starting to fall apart. Their massive, imposing warships are now nothing more than floating wrecks in space, torn to pieces by humanity's superior tactics. The aliens, who once believed they would be crushed by the Unmakers, watch in stunned silence as the tide of the battle turns in humanity's favor. Commander Vega's plan. At the center of it all is Commander Vega, the brilliant and determined leader of the human fleet. He stands on the bridge of his flagship, watching the battlefield with steely eyes. The destruction of the Unmakers is not just a victory for humanity. It's personal for him. He has waited years for this moment. And now, as the Unmakers begin to crumble, he knows that his plan is working. But Vega isn't just focused on destroying the Unmakers. He knows that the alien coalition, those who had turned their backs on humanity in the past, could still pose a threat. Even now, as the Unmakers are being torn apart, Vega is fully aware that some of the alien leaders may still betray humanity once the battle is over. Using human intelligence networks, Vega has learned about secret meetings between certain alien leaders. They had been plotting to let humanity handle the Unmakers and then turn against the humans once the threat was gone. Vega knows that if he's not careful, humanity could still face danger, even after this hard-fought victory. But Vega is always one step ahead. He's not going to let the aliens betray his people again. With the Unmakers nearly defeated, Vega orders his communication team to open a channel to the alien coalition. His voice is calm but filled with authority as he delivers his message. "We will win this war," he says, his words clear and precise. "But you will not betray us when it's over." The alien commanders, already in shock from humanity's sudden and overwhelming display of power, are left conflicted. Vega's message is a warning, but it's also a promise. They know now that humanity is no longer a species to be underestimated or ignored. But they also don't fully trust Vega. What are his true intentions? Will humanity demand control of the galaxy after this battle, or is Vega simply ensuring peace? The uncertainty among the alien leaders grows. They had never imagined that humanity could rise to such power, and now they are unsure how to respond. Some of them still harbor doubts and fears, wondering if Vega's warning means that humanity will become the new rulers of the galaxy. Others, however, realize that they have no choice. Humanity has proven itself to be a force to be reckoned with, and trying to betray them now would be suicide. Vega, standing tall on the bridge of his ship, knows exactly what the aliens are thinking. He can see the fear and uncertainty in their eyes, even from the other side of the battlefield. His plan has worked perfectly. Not only has humanity defeated the Unmakers, but they have also secured their place as a dominant power in the galaxy. The alien coalition is left to wonder what comes next, but one thing is clear: Commander Vega is in control now. Commander Vega's past. As the battle rages on, we dive into the deeper, more personal side of Commander Vega. Flashbacks take us to a time when Vega was just a young officer stationed at a small human colony on the outskirts of the galaxy. It was a quiet, peaceful place where he lived with his family, his wife, his son, and his daughter. Life was simple, far removed from the chaos of the galaxy's larger conflicts. Vega's main concern back then was protecting his family, but he had no idea the danger that was coming. Then, the Unmakers attacked. In a brutal, swift strike, the machines descended upon the colony without warning. There was no time to prepare, no time to fight back. The Unmakers obliterated the colony, reducing it to rubble in minutes. Vega tried to save his family, but it was too late. The Unmakers showed no mercy, and in a matter of hours, his home, his loved ones, everything he had ever known, was gone. This is where Vega's drive comes from. The loss of his family haunts him every day. His heart is filled with grief and anger, but instead of letting it destroy him, he has used it to fuel his tactical genius. Every decision he makes on the battlefield is calculated and precise, driven by the pain of what he lost. He's not just fighting the Unmakers to protect humanity. He's fighting to avenge his family, to make sure no one else has to suffer the way he did. Vega's cold, determined demeanor softens when he meets Lieutenant Diaz, a young pilot in the fleet. Diaz reminds Vega of his lost son, eager, brave, and full of potential. Vega sees something in the young man that rekindles old memories, and the two form an unexpected bond. Vega takes Diaz under his wing, guiding him through the chaos of the war, offering advice and support. This relationship adds an emotional layer to the story. Diaz, who looks up to Vega as a mentor, slowly becomes more like family to him, filling the void left by his tragic past. This connection makes the stakes of the war even more personal for Vega. He's not just fighting for revenge anymore. He's fighting to protect the new bonds he's formed, the future that Diaz and others like him represent. Human sacrifice. As the battle intensifies, the human fleet finds itself in a critical situation. The Unmakers, though weakened, launch a desperate counterattack, focusing all their firepower on a key section of the human fleet. The fleet's survival hangs in the balance, and it's clear that without a sacrifice, the entire force could be wiped out. This is where we meet Bonner, a seasoned human officer and one of the most beloved characters in the fleet. Bonner is a tough, no-nonsense veteran who has seen it all, but beneath his hardened exterior, he has a heart of gold. He's the kind of person everyone in the fleet respects, always the first to volunteer, always the one to step up when things get tough. In the midst of the chaos, Bonner makes a fateful decision. He knows that if someone doesn't act fast, the Unmakers will break through and destroy the entire fleet. Without hesitation, he sacrifices himself, piloting his ship directly into the heart of the Unmaker formation. His actions disrupt the Unmakers' attack, buying the fleet enough time to regroup and strike back. But in doing so, Bonner loses his life. The moment is heart-wrenching. The loss of Bonner hits the entire fleet hard, especially Vega and Diaz, who had both fought alongside him. Bonner's sacrifice shows the cost of this war, the lives that are being lost in the fight to protect humanity. It's not just machines versus machines. It's people with hopes, dreams, and families, laying everything on the line to defend their world. Bonner's death isn't in vain, though. His sacrifice ignites a fierce determination in the remaining human forces. They fight harder, pushing back against the Unmakers with everything they have, driven by the memory of Bonner and all the others who have fallen. For Vega, the loss of Bonner is a reminder of the stakes. He can't let the Unmakers win. Not after everything that's been lost. The war has taken so much, but it has also brought the human fleet closer together, united by their shared pain and their desire to see the Unmakers defeated once and for all. Aliens planned a betrayal. As the final phase of the war approaches and the Unmakers are on the verge of defeat, tensions begin to rise within the alien coalition. While humanity has played a crucial role in turning the tide of battle, some alien commanders grow uneasy. They had once considered humanity to be weak, a minor player in the grander scheme of the galaxy. But now, after witnessing humanity's technological power and tactical brilliance, they begin to see them as a growing threat. The human fleet's advanced weapons, cloaking devices, and tactical AIs have proven far superior to what the aliens themselves possess. A group of alien leaders, fearing the potential rise of humanity, starts to secretly plot a betrayal. Their plan is simple. Once the Unmakers are completely destroyed, they will turn on the humans, hoping to eliminate them before they become too powerful. They justify their betrayal by claiming it's for the greater good of the galaxy, convinced that if they don't stop humanity now, they will lose control of their own empires in the future. These alien leaders fear that humanity will take advantage of the situation and become the dominant force in the galaxy. However, Commander Vega is always one step ahead. Having dealt with betrayal before, he anticipates the aliens' plans. Human intelligence networks have intercepted secret communications between the alien commanders, and Vega knows exactly what they are planning. He realizes that as soon as the battle against the Unmakers is won, the aliens will try to strike against humanity. Rather than confront the alien leaders directly, Vega devises a more strategic response. He orders a fleet of cloaked human ships to secretly surround the alien forces. These ships remain invisible, hidden from the alien sensors, waiting for the right moment to strike. Vega ensures that the humans will not be caught off guard. If the aliens try to attack, they will be met with overwhelming force before they even have a chance to strike. Vega's plan is brilliant and calculated. By surrounding the alien fleet without them even knowing, he ensures that humanity will remain in control of the situation, without firing a single shot. It's a show of strength, reminding the alien commanders that humanity is not to be underestimated. Vega is determined to protect his people, no matter what it takes. Epsilon's role. Vega doesn't come to this decision alone. At his side is Epsilon, the most advanced AI in humanity's arsenal. Epsilon was designed to predict future outcomes, running countless simulations to help Vega make the best possible decisions. Epsilon's analytical power is unmatched, capable of processing vast amounts of data to predict how various scenarios might unfold. As the situation with the aliens unfolds, Epsilon plays a crucial role in helping Vega understand the potential dangers ahead. In one of its simulations, Epsilon calculates that if the alien commanders are allowed to survive unpunished, they will inevitably betray humanity again in the future. According to Epsilon, the aliens will continue to see humanity as a threat, and their fear will drive them to launch another attack when humanity is least expecting it. This creates a moral dilemma for Vega. On one hand, he knows that wiping out the alien forces now would ensure the safety of humanity in the long run. Epsilon's predictions are rarely wrong, and the data suggests that allowing the aliens to survive could lead to future wars. On the other hand, Vega is not a ruthless leader. He understands the cost of war, and he doesn't want to start another conflict just as one is coming to an end. The question weighs heavily on him. Should humanity eliminate the alien threat now to secure future peace, or should they offer the aliens mercy, risking future betrayal? Vega knows that whatever decision he makes will shape the future of the galaxy for generations to come. The decision is not just about tactics. It's about what kind of leader and what kind of human Vega wants to be. Epsilon continues to provide Vega with more simulations, showing him all the possible futures. Some show a peaceful galaxy where humanity and the aliens coexist, while others show devastating wars triggered by the aliens' eventual betrayal. As Vega studies these outcomes, he understands the gravity of the choice before him. In the end, it's not just about military strategy. It's about trust and the future of the galaxy. Can Vega trust the alien commanders after everything that has happened? Or will he be forced to make a decision that could forever change the balance of power in the universe? Final assault on the Unmakers. The moment has finally arrived. After months of battles and planning, the human fleet prepares for a daring final assault on the heart of the Unmaker forces. Commander Vega stands on the bridge of his flagship, the Dawnbreaker, looking out at the enemy fleet, his heart pounding with anticipation. The stakes have never been higher, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. As the fleet moves into position, Vega gives the order to engage. The human ships, equipped with advanced cloaking technology, glide silently through space, hidden from the Unmaker's sensors. They approach the enemy fleet like ghosts, ready to strike. Vega's plan combines stealth and guerrilla warfare, leveraging the element of surprise to catch the Unmakers off guard. Epsilon, the advanced AI, works in tandem with the human commanders, calculating the best approach to maximize their chances of victory. It analyzes the positions of the Unmaker ships and identifies weak points in their defenses. The humans are ready, and every ship has a specific target to hit. The plan is daring, but it's also their best chance to end the Unmaker threat once and for all. As the human fleet moves in for the kill, the silence of space is shattered by a sudden burst of energy. The ships decloak and unleash a devastating barrage of laser fire on the Unmaker command vessel. Explosions light up the dark void, and the humans strike with precision, tearing through the Unmaker defenses like a knife through butter. Each ship operates with military precision, following the meticulously crafted plans laid out by Vega and Epsilon. The Unmaker fleet, taken by surprise, scrambles to respond. Their automated systems struggle to adapt as human ships weave in and out of their lines of fire. The Unmakers, once seen as unstoppable, are now faltering under the relentless assault of humanity's finest. Commander Vega watches in awe as his fleet executes the plan flawlessly. Each strike against the enemy brings them closer to victory, each explosion a reminder of the pain they've endured to reach this moment. Finally, after an intense exchange of fire, the human forces manage to breach the defenses of the Unmaker command vessel. This massive ship, the heart of the Unmaker fleet, is vital for coordinating their remaining forces. If they can destroy it, they will cripple the entire Unmaker operation. Vega gives the command to concentrate fire on the command vessel, knowing that this could be the turning point in the war. As the ships fire their final shots, the command vessel erupts in a brilliant explosion, sending shockwaves through the surrounding space. The sight is exhilarating. Humanity has dealt a critical blow to their enemy. The remaining Unmaker ships, now disorganized and panicked, begin to retreat. The humans cheer, knowing they have finally gained the upper hand. Betrayal attempt thwarted. However, just as victory seems within reach, a new danger emerges. The alien coalition, seeing their chance to strike, prepares to ambush the humans. They had been waiting for the right moment to attack, hoping to catch humanity off guard in their moment of triumph. Alien ships quickly move into position, weapons primed and ready to fire. Commander Vega feels the tension in the air. He knows that the aliens are ready to betray humanity, just as they had planned. He can sense the danger closing in, and his instincts tell him they are in for another fight. But Vega is ready. He had anticipated this betrayal and had prepared for it. Epsilon springs into action. The AI had already laid the groundwork for a series of pre-planned countermeasures. As the alien ships come into range, Epsilon activates these countermeasures with lightning speed. The humans' cloaked ships suddenly decloak, catching the alien forces by surprise just as they begin to fire. In a blink of an eye, Epsilon disables the alien fleet's weapon systems, rendering them helpless. Suddenly, the tables turn. The once ambitious alien commanders find themselves outmaneuvered and outgunned. The human fleet, still riding the high of their earlier victory, swiftly takes advantage of the situation. With the aliens' weapons down, humanity launches a counterattack, firing upon the alien ships with precision. Vega's heart races as he watches the aliens struggle to respond. This was the moment he had prepared for, the moment when humanity would not only defeat the Unmakers, but also thwart the alien betrayal. The tide of battle shifts once again, and the human fleet fights back with renewed vigor, determined to protect their hard-earned victory. and secure a future for their people. With Epsilon's help, humanity stands strong against betrayal, proving that they are not just survivors, but also fierce warriors, ready to defend their place in the galaxy. Vega's mercy. With the dust of battle settling and the debris of the Unmaker fleet floating silently in space, Commander Vega stands on the bridge of the Dawnbreaker, feeling a mix of triumph and uncertainty. Humanity has achieved a remarkable victory. The Unmakers, once a seemingly unstoppable force, are now defeated, their command vessel destroyed, and their ship scattered. But now, a more pressing dilemma confronts him: the fate of the alien coalition. Vega looks out at the alien ships, which once threatened humanity's existence. They are battered and vulnerable, their commanders trembling with fear and uncertainty. The betrayal attempt that had threatened to destroy humanity has been thwarted, but now Vega holds the power to end the alien threat once and for all. He can choose to wipe them out, ensuring that no one can challenge humanity again. However, something inside him pulls him in another direction. The weight of the war and the loss of countless lives, including those of his own family, weighs heavily on his heart. He remembers the pain, the destruction, and the loss, and he knows that revenge can easily lead to more hatred. The galaxy has suffered enough. He realizes that humanity has shown great resilience and strength, but true power lies in compassion. As he thinks about the future, Vega recalls the words of Epsilon, the advanced AI that had helped guide him through the conflict. Unity is strength, it had said. Vega understands that if they want to build a peaceful galaxy, they need to focus on cooperation rather than further bloodshed. The aliens may have plotted betrayal, but they too have experienced loss and fear. He reflects on how hatred can only create more enemies and more conflict. With a deep breath, Vega gathers his senior officers in the command room. They all look at him, knowing that whatever decision he makes will shape the future of the galaxy. "I know what you're all thinking," he begins, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "We've won the war, and we have every reason to destroy the alien coalition. They've betrayed us, and they could rise against us again. But we also have a chance to change the course of history." His officers listen intently, some nodding in agreement, while others look skeptical. Vega continues, "If we destroy them now, we will only create more hatred. Instead, we should offer them a chance to join us. We can build a coalition together to face the real threats in the galaxy. We can show them that humanity is not just about vengeance, but about creating a better future for all." The room falls silent. The officers exchange glances, weighing his words. Finally, one of them speaks up. "Commander, are you sure about this? They could betray us again. What if they'd regroup and come back for revenge?" Vega acknowledges their concerns but remains steadfast in his belief. "Epsilon has predicted our future paths, and it shows that unity is our best defense. We need allies, not enemies. We can't afford to be blind to the potential for cooperation. If we offer them mercy and they choose to betray us, we will deal with it then. But we must first extend the hand of peace." As the officers discuss, a sense of tension fills the air. They understand the risk, but they also see the potential for a brighter future. One by one, they begin to voice their support for Vega's decision. "You're right," one officer says. "If we can unite against future threats, we'll be much stronger together." After much deliberation, the consensus is clear. Vega makes the call to the alien coalition, inviting them to a meeting to discuss a possible alliance. The response from the alien commanders is cautious but hopeful. They, too, are weary of conflict and see the value in unity. It is a pivotal moment, filled with uncertainty and promise. As the transmission ends, Vega feels a surge of relief wash over him. He knows the path ahead will not be easy, and trust must be rebuilt. The tension remains, for the alien commanders are aware of humanity's newfound power. But there is also a sense of hope that begins to blossom. Together, they can forge a new beginning. The galaxy has seen enough war. With this decision, Vega has chosen a path of mercy, showing that true strength lies not just in power, but in the willingness to understand and forgive. As humanity stands at the forefront of this new era, they do so with the knowledge that their choices today will echo through the stars for generations to come. The fight is far from over, but with this act of compassion, Vega has taken the first step toward a brighter future for all. The scene opens with a breathtaking view of the galaxy. Human ships now patrol the stars, their sleek forms gliding gracefully through the darkness of space. Bright lights twinkle in the distance as they make their rounds, ensuring the safety of the cosmos. After the fierce battles against the Unmakers and the unexpected alliance with the alien coalition, humanity stands tall as a dominant force in the galaxy. On the bridge of the Dawnbreaker, Commander Vega gazes out at the stars, his heart filled with a mix of pride and contemplation. The war has changed everything. The once fearful whispers about humanity's capabilities have now turned into respect and admiration. Vega watches as alien leaders approach, their ships floating nearby. They bow their heads, showing a reluctant respect for the humans who have not only defeated a common enemy, but have also shown mercy in the face of betrayal. Vega understands the significance of this moment. It is not just about winning battles. It is about forging a new path for the future. The galaxy is changing, and humanity has a crucial role to play. However, he knows that power comes with great responsibility. The alliance with the alien coalition is fragile, and it requires careful nurturing to ensure lasting peace. He reflects on the cost of the war, the lives lost, the families shattered, and the scars that remain on both sides. Each victory was a step forward, but it also came with heartbreak. He remembers the faces of those who fought bravely, and those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Their memories drive him to do better, to lead with compassion and wisdom. Vega's thoughts drift to the future. He wonders what challenges lie ahead. The galaxy is vast, filled with both wonders and dangers. There will always be threats lurking in the shadows, but he believes that with unity, they can face anything. The diverse coalition of humans and aliens can become a powerful force for good, working together to prevent future conflicts. As the human ships continue their patrols, Vega turns to his crew, who are busy monitoring systems and communicating with allied ships. He feels a sense of hope wash over him. This new galactic order has the potential to create a safer universe, where cooperation prevails over conflict. The journey will not be easy, but he is ready to lead the charge. In the end, Vega knows that while humanity has emerged victorious, the true battle for peace is just beginning. The stars hold endless possibilities, and he is determined to guide humanity into this new era. With courage and resolve, he steps forward, ready to embrace whatever comes next in their journey among the stars.